Hey guys, it's Ash. Guys, it's been a couple months since I made a video ranking every single brawler in the current meta. So, I've been watching hundreds of pro matches from tournaments all over the world while collecting data from thousands of matches, as well as playing at the highest levels, highest leagues in Power League for my own experience as well. I asked so many pro players, guys, for their feedback and opinion as well, so I can give you guys the most accurate tier list. Now, please keep in mind that this tier list is heavily in the opinions of the best players in the world, so the average casual player will likely be surprised by some of the ratings. So let's start with the brawlers at the bottom of the list, the 1-star brawlers. Mortis is actually one of the most popular brawlers in the game, and he can be very dangerous at times, but at the highest stage of the game, he gets shut down too easily. Way too many brawlers counter him. Tanks are pretty weak in general in this meta, with powerful counters like Shelly, Ems, Bea, Tara, and Cordelius running around everywhere. And so, Frank, Bull, Jackie, Rosa, Hank, and the newest brawler Doug all struggle heavily with their lack of range. All of these brawlers are good in certain situations, like how I showed you guys how good Doug can be in my recent video, but they are just too limited and only work on a few maps. Gale is good at his job, which is countering tanks and Mortis, but he fails everywhere else without much versatility, and that's the problem with most of these 1-star brawlers. They just don't have much versatility. Now, for the 2-star brawlers, Chester is good, but his random supers make him a risky pick. Buster is pretty underrated, but he hasn't been the same after his nerfs. Colt has very high damage, but is too inconsistent, and unbreakable walls made it worse. Byron is a great long-range brawler and healer, but just doesn't have the damage output needed in a meta that's full of high-health brawlers. Mandy has the most dangerous super in the game, but it's also the most inconsistent, making her a risky pick. Edgar has been moving up a lot actually, thanks to many heist maps such as Pit Stop and Hot Potato, where he's a great counter to many low health brawlers. BB's lack of range makes her an unappealing option on many maps, but she can be very deadly and underrated in places where she thrives in, such as many heist maps with bushes. Leon is sneaky good, but struggles at the top tier where high health brawlers and other assassins like Crow counter him a lot. Janet has dropped so much after her big nerfs. She just isn't the same with her low damage. On to the 3-star brawlers. These are many of the most balanced brawlers in the game. Griff, Bo, and Meg all have very decent health, range, damage, and area control, making them all very mid brawlers. Nani and Piper are both amazing long-range brawlers, but single-target sharpshooters in this high-health meta struggle a lot. El Primo and Buzz are some of the better and more versatile tanks, but again, with popular brawlers that are counters like Shelly running around everywhere, it's tough to be a tank. Rico is very map dependent, great on maps where he can utilize his bounce mechanics, but struggles everywhere else. Sandy is good, but his low damage can often make him an easy target for tanks and assassins. Jessie has been moving up as she counters common threats such as Tara in this meta, healer compositions, and even tanks. Lou is amazing on Hot Zone, but lacks enough versatility to be amazing elsewhere. Fang is a very fun pop-off brawler, but is also very risky and can often take too long to get his super. Surge has been falling a lot after his nerfs, but is still a great counter to tanks. Penny was a top 5 brawler for over a year, and she is still a good versatile option, but she's been getting so many nerfs recently, dropping her down to 3 stars. Otis is still one of the best tank and assassin counters in the game, but as you can see with many other similar counters, their jobs have been taken by Shelly and Cordelius and Tara and so on. It's just not a good meta for tanks and assassins right now. And now for the 4-star brawlers. What makes these brawlers so good is that they are not just amazing in the game modes that they're good at, but they also offer amazing versatility in most game modes. Spike is up there as one of the most versatile brawlers in the game. Amazing range, damage, deadly mythic gear, and a very difficult curveball attack that's hard to dodge. With unbreakable walls, all throwers have been super strong in the meta. They all offer their own uniqueness in terms of domination, whether you have Sprout and his ability to create walls, Dyna and his insane damage and stun, Grum and his amazing range, spam, and splash, Willow and her mind control. And then we have two more throwers who are in the 5 stars. I'll let you guys guess who they are as we move on. Daryl and Ash are the few tanks at the top because of their versatility, very high damage output, and that ability to rush you with little risk. Mid-range brawlers like Lola, RT, Amber, Colette, Eve, Maisie, Nita, Max, Gray, Pam, and Ruffs all have game-changing supers, versatility, and support, making them amazing options almost everywhere. Brock is the best wall breaker in the game, and 8-Bit is one of the highest damage dealers in the game who's incredibly underrated because of his slow speed. He makes up for that with his ability to teleport and support his teammates with his booster. Now for the cream of the crop, the 5-star brawlers, the best of the best. When it comes down to the top 5 brawlers in the meta, Shelly, Cordelia, Squeak, Crow, and Bonnie are just everywhere at the top. These 5 brawlers have the highest pick and ban rates and win rates by pro players, and much of it is because of their insane value gadgets such as Crow's slowing toxin and Squeak's residue, Shelly's clay pigeons, Cordelius's poison mushroom that just mutes you, as well as insane versatility, range, and supers. Then we have Mr. P, one of the most annoying brawlers in the game, excellent at shutting down single target brawlers by eating all their ammo. We have Gus, who's often regarded as the best mid lane brawler thanks to his amazing support capabilities and insanely good knockback gadget. Tara finally makes it to 5 stars and is easily a top 10 brawler right now after her recent buffs. Insane damage, insane super, and insane shadow gadgets. Then we have Ems, who finally made it back to 5 stars after a year, and much of it is thanks to how well she counters Tara and tanks. Carl is another top 10 brawler, having amazing range and damage, but also assassin type versatility with his flying hook gadget. Barley is a brawler many people would be surprised to see here, but he has proven to be one of the best in this unbreakable walls meta with his high damage output and area control, basically a better Willow in many regards. Sam is another brawler many people may be surprised about, but if you've been watching Brawl Stars esports, then this is no surprise to you. He's one of the most polarizing tank assassin hybrids with his ability to create so much pressure. Tick is a brawler who's the best in bounty and knockout, but isn't really great anywhere else. And that's enough to put him at 5 stars because of how polarizing he is on those game modes. In fact, his ban rate in competitive on those game modes is close to 100%, which is insane. Jean and Poco are 2 of the top mid lane support brawlers in the game, and then you have Belle and B, who are the top 2 sharpshooters in the game who also kind of counter them. Stu is a brawler that doesn't shine much on ladder, but he's actually one of the highest picked and ban rate brawlers by pro players. Much of it is because of how dominant a skillful Stu player can be. And that's all, folks. Now, I know many people are gonna disagree with the tier list. It's always the case. Even when the best players in the entire world are gonna tell you that brawlers like Mortis and Edgar are just not that good. It's a big reason why you never see them in esports. However, keep in mind that no brawler is garbage. Except maybe Hank right now. But it's how well you play that brawler that makes you into a great player. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did, and also subscribe for more great Brawl Stars content, and I'll see you guys until next time. Take care.